The first time I heard her say it, I was standing in our driveway in Chicago, engine still running, staring at the glow of our living room window. Daddy's busy, sweetheart. He won't be home tonight. Except I was home. Right there. 10 feet away from the front door. I froze, keys still in my hand, heart thudding as my daughter's tiny voice asked, "But I want to see Daddy." "Not tonight," my wife said, softer now. "Go upstairs. Mommy needs quiet." That's when it hit me. She wasn't talking about me being busy. She was clearing the house. And I had no idea why. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. At first, I told myself it was nothing. Maybe she wanted alone time. Maybe she was overwhelmed. But it didn't stop. Every Thursday, like clockwork, Daddy's busy. And somehow, I'd always get a last-minute work emergency from her, some excuse to stay out late or take the kids to her sister's. Except one night, the excuse flipped. She insisted I stay late at the office. That's when the unease started crawling under my skin. Something wasn't right. I started watching patterns. Her phone always face down. New perfume. Not for me. Text notifications she'd swipe away before I could glance. And every Thursday, the house had to be empty. That's when suspicion turned into something heavier. Dread. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I bought a small hidden camera. Nothing fancy. Just enough. I installed it in the living room bookshelf, angled toward the couch. The same couch where we used to watch movies with the kids. I told myself I was crazy. I told myself I'd regret it. But Thursday came again. And so did the lie. Daddy's busy. I didn't go to work that night. I parked 2 blocks away, sat in my car, waited, and watched the live feed on my phone. For 20 minutes, nothing. Then the front door opened, and a man walked in like he owned the place. Confident. Relaxed. He didn't knock. He didn't hesitate. He kissed my wife before the door even closed. I couldn't breathe. My hands went numb as I stared at the screen. She laughed. Actually laughed. Like this was normal. Like I didn't exist. That's when the camera caught something else. Her saying it again. Soft. Casual. Kids are gone. Husband's busy. Busy. That word again. Like I was some background character in my own life. I drove away that night. Not home. Not to confront her. I just drove. Because something inside me had cracked. And I knew if I walked in right then, I'd destroy everything in a way I couldn't take back. The next morning, she acted normal. "Rough night at work?" she asked, sipping coffee. I looked at her. At the same woman who tucked our kids into bed. Who told them stories. Who erased me with a single sentence. "Yeah," I said quietly. "Busy." She smiled. And I realized something. She thought she was in control. I didn't argue. Didn't accuse. Didn't even flinch. Instead, I started planning. Quietly. Carefully. First stop, a divorce lawyer downtown. I brought everything. The footage. The timestamps. The pattern. He leaned back in his chair and said, "You've got a clean case. Especially with kids involved." That's what she forgot. The kids. Using them as props. Excuses. That wouldn't sit well in court. Then I dug deeper. The man. Her coworker. Married. 2 kids of his own. That part made my stomach turn. But it also gave me leverage. I gathered everything. More footage. Screenshots from her synced tablet. Dates. Times. Messages. All labeled. All organized. I wasn't angry anymore. I was focused. The trap wasn't loud. It wasn't explosive. It was precise. Thursday came again. She told the kids, "Daddy's busy." Same voice. Same lie. But this time I was ready. Instead of staying away, I showed up. Not alone. Her coworker's wife stood next to me. Silent. Pale. Holding printed screenshots in her hand. We walked in together. No knocking. The door wasn't locked. Of course it wasn't. Why would it be? They were on the couch. Laughing again. Until they saw us. Everything froze. My wife stood up so fast she knocked over a glass. What are you doing here?" I didn't raise my voice. Didn't step forward. I just held up my phone. Paused on the footage. "You told them I was busy," I said calmly. Her face drained. The other man tried to speak. "Look, this isn't." His wife cut him off. "No," she said quietly. "Don't." She dropped the screenshots on the table. They scattered across the floor. Like evidence at a crime scene. Silence filled the room. Heavy. Suffocating. My wife looked at me like she didn't recognize me. Because she didn't. The version of me she controlled? He was gone. "I've already filed," I said. Her lips parted. What? Divorce. Custody. Everything. I let that sink in, then added, the footage includes you using the kids as cover. That's when the panic hit her. Real panic. You wouldn't. I already did. The other man backed away, like a coward finally realizing the cost. His wife didn't follow him. She just stood there, watching him fall apart. There was no screaming, no chaos, just the sound of everything collapsing quietly. I left first, not because I had to, but because I was done. The weeks after were quiet. Court dates, paperwork, lawyers speaking more than we ever did. She tried to explain, to justify, to cry, but none of it mattered anymore. In the end, I got custody. Primary. The judge didn't like her Thursday routine, didn't like how easily she erased me for convenience. The house was sold, the couch gone, everything that held that version of us gone. Now, when my daughter asks where mommy is on Thursdays, I just say, she's busy. And I mean it. Because some lies echo long after the truth is exposed. And some words never sound the same again. The end.